Okay, start with model 3. So this is all about the greedy method. First we'll go with the general method, then we'll go with the coin change problem, then we'll go with the knapsack problems, then we'll go with the job sequencing with the deadlines kind of a problem, then we go with the minimum cost spanning trees, that is nothing but Prim's algorithm and Kruskal's algorithm. Okay, so today we'll see all these things. First, greedy technique. So the definition of greedy technique is it is a very general algorithm design strategy, or what we can call is design technique, built on the following elements. Means these two are the main important elements in our greedy technique. The first important element is configurations. The second important element is objective of the function. Means configurations means the different choices. Okay, we can make the different choices. Okay, that is what we call as a configurations. We can go with the different kinds of configurations, and then we need to do these choices. We need to find nothing but the values we need to find. That is what about the configurations. Okay, we can go with as much as different kinds of a configuration. That is one part in a greedy technique. The second main part is objective function. Means once we go with many configurations, in that some configurations to be either maximized or minimized. So based on the problem type, in some problem types we need to maximize the configurations. In some problems types we need to minimize the configurations. Okay, so that is what the two main things what we need to do. Means that is, these are the two important things that will come under this particular design strategy. Which design strategy is, that is greedy technique design strategy. The method is will applicable to the optimizations problems only. Okay, so wherever optimization is required, so for those kinds of problems will apply the this particular greedy technique methodology. Okay, so construct a solution through a sequence of steps. Means whatever the solution we are finding using this greedy technology, it is a step-by-step process. Okay, we'll start with the first step, we'll end with the last step. At the last step we'll get the solution. Okay, so it will go the step by step. So each step expands partially constructed solution so far until a complete solution of the problem is reached. Means for a problem, if I want to solve through a 10 steps, so in the first step, I'll find the first sub solution. In the second step, I will find the second sub solution. Then I'll add the solution of problem first step and the solution of second step. Like this, I will go on up to 10 steps, and at the end I'm going to add the solution of all 9 steps with the solution of 10 steps. That is how this greedy technique works. Okay, on each step the choice made must be, means in every step we need to make a choice in a such a order that it has to be feasible, and it has to be locally optimal, and it has to be irrevocable. Means feasible means it has to satisfy the problem constraint, nothing but the condition. Okay, in every step we need to satisfy these three things. The first thing is feasible, second thing is locally optimal, third thing is irrevocable. Means as I said, if I'm going to solve a problem from 1 step to 10 steps, okay, you assume that problem I'm going to solve by using a 10 steps, then all the 10 steps should satisfy these three conditions. The first condition is feasible, second condition is locally optimal, the third condition is irrevocable. So feasible means what? It has to satisfy the problem constraints. Means with respect to those problem, okay, it varies from problem to problem. With respect to that particular problem, what all the condition I need to satisfy, that condition has to be satisfied by all the 10 steps. That is what we call as feasible. Second one is locally optimal. Means In step 2, I may get around 4 to 5 solutions. That is what we call as sub solutions. In those 5 sub solutions, I need to find this one sub solution which has a optimal solution. Means it has to be the best local choice among all feasible choices available on that particular step. Okay, so you just assume that in the third step, if we have a 5 sub solutions, out of 4 or 5 sub solutions, I need to find the one sub solution which is optimal in the step 3. Okay, that is what the locally optimal. And irrevocable means once made, it cannot be changed, or subsequent steps of the algorithm. Means once we choose that one as the optimal, okay, we cannot backtrack. Means we are not allowed to change. Okay, for example, take the same problem which I'm going to solve by using 10 steps. You assume that in the third step, I have 5 sub solutions. In those 5 sub solutions, I choose the second sub solution as the optimal. Once I choose the second solution as optimal, I'm not allowed to choose the another one as another one solution in that particular step. That is what we call as this particular third condition. Okay, then these things we'll see it later. This is not so much important. Okay, so algorithm. So how this greedy algorithm works? Okay, as I said, it will go step by step. So greedy, the name I given for this algorithm as a greedy itself, a comma n. Okay, a is nothing but the whatever the array we are giving, n is the size of the array. So a from 1 so on up to n contains the n inputs. Okay. So it will contain the n inputs. Initially the solution is empty. So initially I don't have any solutions. I'll iterate from first step to n step. Okay. For I equal to 1 to n, I need to do, means initially I need to select a. Initially I need to select a that I need to choose as x. Okay. After selecting, okay, so it has to, you assume that again n is 10. So first step, in the first step, I will select one particular thing. Okay, then I'll put that one to x. Okay, then I'll check that if feasible, whatever I selected, okay, in the first step, it is feasible or not. That is solution. If it is feasible, then I will add that one to my main solution. That is one union of solution x. Then I will add that one to the main solution. Okay, so this I'll repeat it until I reach my n. Okay. In each and every step, step 1, step 2, step 3, so on up to step n, I go on selecting the feasible solution. Okay, so this feasible means all these 3 conditions has to be satisfied: feasible, locally optimal, and irrevocable. All these 3 things has to be satisfied. Then only I can add that solution into my main solution. Okay. I need to repeat this until I reach n, and at the end I need to return my solution. So this is how the generally algorithm for greedy technique. Okay. Okay, so we'll see one particular problem here, a very simple problem and a funny problem, what we call as a coin change problem. Coin change problem means you just assume a scenario where you will go to your college canteen. Okay, you will buy one particular thing. Okay, you assume that you will buy a puff which is of rupees 27, but you have given 30 rupees to that cashier. Okay. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರ, ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಪಫ್ ತಗೋತೀರ. ಆ ಪಫ್ದು MRP ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 27. ನೀವು 30 rupees ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರ ಕ್ಯಾಶಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶಿಯರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ 3 rupees ಟು ಯು. 3 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅವನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ MRP is 27 ಆ ಪಫ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು 30 rupees, ಒಂದು 3 rupees ಚೇಂಜ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ನು 3 rupees ಹೇಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ there are many different ways. That is what we call as a combinations, or okay, the different kinds of combinations. Okay, ಆ 3 rupees ಅವ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ using 50 paisas. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ 50 paisas ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 3 rupees ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು 1 rupees ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ 3 rupees ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲದು 2 rupees ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ 3 rupees ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ವೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 3 ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ. 50 ಪೈಸದ್ದು ಕಾಯಿನ್ಗಳು, 1 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ಗಳು, 2 rupee. Number of coins will be 3. So in how many ways he can give the 3 rupees change? Okay, so first way is 50 paisa into 6. If he gives 6 50 paisas, okay, so he will get 3 rupees, but number of coins is 6. Okay, then if he gives 1 rupee coin 3, okay, then the number of coins is 3, and again you will get 3 rupees. The next possible way is he may give, okay, he may give 1 rupee, means 2 coins of 1 rupee and 2 coins of 50 paisa. Okay, so this is the third possible way, but number of coins he gives is 4, means 2 1 rupee coin use ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, 2 50 paisa coin use ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. So total number of coins ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? 4 ಆಯ್ತು. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ವೇ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, 1 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, 1 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ 4 50 ಪೈಸಾ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಆಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 5. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ 2 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, 1 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಆಗ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 2. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಟಿಮಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 1 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ 1 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅವನು, ಓಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ 2 rupees 1 ಕಾಯಿನ್, 1 rupee 1 ಕಾಯಿನ್. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2 and he is giving the exact change. Okay, so this is what we say as a coin change problem. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪಫ್ ತಗೋತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆ ಪಫ್ 27 rupees ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು 30 rupees ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅವನು ನಿಮಗೆ 3 rupees ಚೇಂಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 2 3 4 5 ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ವೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ coins he is having. ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದು 50 ಪೈಸಾ ಕಾಯಿನ್, 1 rupee ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ 2 rupees ಕಾಯಿನ್. ಓಕೆ, based on these coins, okay, he is used to give this 5 different 6 ways. Okay, 5 different ways ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಪ್ಟಿಮಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು 2 ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು he uses only 2 coins to give you a 3 rupees changes. So this will be my optimum solution. That is what we call as a coin change problem. Okay, so this example I had given when in the for BA students, you just edit this one for AJIT students. That's it. Okay, you read this paragraph, you will get this coin change problem. Then the next one is knapsack problem. This is very important because obviously there are 3 kinds of different knapsack. You will get one knapsack in 3rd model, you will get one knapsack in 4th model, you will get another knapsack in 5th model. Okay, so kindly listen properly. So knapsack means nothing but a bag. Okay, knapsack is nothing but a bag. A very quite similar problem. ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೇಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್, ಓಕೆ, ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ, ಯಾವ್ದೇ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀರಾ ಅವನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. ಹೇಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದರದ್ದು ಲಾಭ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕುಡ್ utilize more items whereas the weight of those items needs to be less. That is the similar problem. Adhe tara idu problem. So here what will happen is we are given n objects. Okay, nothing but your books, pen, pencil, calculator, water bottle, box, like that. Those are the n objects. And a knapsack. Knapsack is nothing but your college bag. Okay, we are given with the n objects and particular knapsack, particular bag. Okay, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ವೇಟ್ WI ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂತ ವೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ಗೆ ತಂದೆ ವೇಟು, ಪೆನ್ನಿಗೆ ತಂದೆ ವೇಟು, ಬುಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ತಂದೆ ವೇಟು. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂತ ವೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂತ ವೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ವೇಟ್ WI. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೂ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂತ ವೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ the knapsack has a capacity M, means this particular bag, whatever usually college bag you will buy, that will be maximum of 10 kg. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 10 kg ತರಬಹುದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು 50 kg ತರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಹರಿದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ಆಸ್ ಎ capacity of this knapsack. That we are going to represent by M. Okay, for example, you assume that right now you have a bag of capacity only 5 kgs, or okay, let it be 5 kgs. So while coming to the college, you have to ensure that the weight of items should not exceed 5 kg. The weight of items should be within 5 kg, and the profit needs to be more. Profit means that is in terms of whatever usage you are going to do it. That is what the profit we call. Okay, so that how we do is, if a fraction xi, okay, if a fraction xi, that is xi which lies between 0 and 1, okay, means every object, the value of every object will lie between 0 and 1. Means taking, instead of, if I have a box, okay, carrier box of 3 boxes, okay, you may bring 2, you may bring 1, or you may bring all 3. That is what the values lies between 0 to 1. Means if you bring all 3, that is 1. If you bringing only 1, that is 0.33. If you bringing 2, that is 0.66. If you bringing all 3, that value is 1. This is how the xi value varies in between 0 and 1. Okay, of that particular object I is placed into the knapsack, then a profit of pi xi is earned. Okay, means that particular for every object how the weight will be there. Okay, similarly we'll having the profit. Okay, for example, obviously ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಐಟಮ್ ಯಾವುದು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೆನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫೆಡ್ ಅಪ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದು ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ? ಓಕೆ, ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಬಬ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್, ಅದನ್ನು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಲೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. Okay, that is how you need to give the weightages, nothing but the profits for all the items. Okay, the objective is to obtain a filling of knapsack that maximize the total profit earned. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐಟಮ್ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಹಾಕೋತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬರಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರೋದೇ 5 kg. ಸೊ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ 5 kg. ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ಸ್. Okay, so that is what the optimization. Okay, so their weight needs to be less and profit needs to be more. Okay, since the knapsack, this particular knapsack capacity is M, we require the total weight of all chosen object, okay, to be at most M. Okay, so that is what. So we need to maximize. How we are going to maximize? Summation of I, which will varies between 1 and n. Okay, so pi into xi means profit. Okay, profit into particular element that needs to be maximized. Andre ಲಾಭ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, that needs to be maximized. Then subject to what? It has to be less than or equal to m with respect to weight. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೇಟ್ ಎಂ ಕಿನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ 5 kg ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೇರಿ ಅದರ ವೇಟ್ 5 kg ಕಿನ ಒಳಗಡೆನೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, 5 kg ಕಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್. ದೆನ್ ವೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ xi ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೈ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 0 and 1. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ 3 boxes ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ 1 box ತರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ 2 box ತರಬಹುದು. That is what the xi values varies between 0 and 1, whereas I values ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ Okay, one item ತರಬಹುದು, ಎರಡು item ತರಬಹುದು, 10 item ತರಬಹುದು. That has to varies in between 1 and n. Okay, so the feasible solution, okay, is a set that is x1 so on up to x1 satisfying this 4.2 and 4.3. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು feasible solution ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು select ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ items, that is what I call as set from x1 to x1 xn. Okay, so it has to satisfy this 4.2 and 4.3, and an optimal solution is feasible solution for which 3.1 is maximum. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಆಪ್ಟಿಮಮ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ವೇಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿನ ಓಕೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿಗಿನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ this is the set. This set, if I select all the items in this particular set, I'll get the maximum profit without exceeding my weight. That is what all about the knapsack problem. Okay. Then example. Okay. So consider here